Yeah, it wasn't a disappointing loss. I think it's just one of those games in these competitions. Once you've been involved with franchise cricket, a lot of our games were closer. We could have got over the line, and it was just they played well in their home conditions. They have a team that is suited to playing here. So at the halfway stage, we didn't feel we were out of it, to be honest with you. A couple of partnerships, Rassie caught down leg, Brevi, not having his tournament that you'd have liked. So, from that perspective, I thought Paarl bowled well. Bjorn's a great bowler here. He showed it last year. So, we were up against it once he picked up 2 quick wickets. And then, Rix is playing with freedom. We can't hold him back from playing his strokes. So, nothing wrong there. But, yeah, other than that, just take it on the chin and move on. Yeah, it's important. I think Polly likes to switch things around also with balls. So it's not predictable. We brought in Tushara, so it was a good selection in terms of how he performed. And we needed to see what he was about as well for the back end of this competition. So, it's always important. I think a lot of guys got done. It was great to see under pressure, a middle order getting a chance, and now we know which direction to go. So, I think that was the positive actually, even though the scoreline is hard to take. But to see our 2 openers not get runs and find a way to still challenge is also an important thing to learn. I think Deval Brevis is a quality player. Deval Brevis, we actually in American Major League won the tournament. I know Nicholas Purang got 120, but we won that tournament on the back of his bat. So he's capable of winning franchise tournaments. So of course we back him. We know what he's capable of. He's probably a couple of boundaries away of feeling good about himself. And when he times his run, hopefully it's when the important games come around. He's a quality player, he's a match winner, and we believe in him, so that's the most important thing. This is probably one of the better pitches we played on in Paarl, to be honest, for our lower order to be able to hit sixes. Just shows you that there's still pace coming onto the bat. We just were unable to get any momentum into our batting, and that's because Bjorn bowled fantastically well. Sometimes you just got to doff your cap to the opposition. They played well, couldn't get momentum. And, it's not because we read the pitch wrong. The pitch didn't change right through the game. It spun a little bit when we bowled, spun a little bit when they bowled, but all in all, the bounce and the pace at which it came through was truer than a traditional Paarl surface. So, all in all, I think we read the pitch okay. I think we haven't gone that far. We're still trying to process what happened today. Once we process today and then we can start thinking about Newlands. I think we have a formula that works pretty well at Newlands. So, we know what that template looks like. So, it's just about wrapping our heads around playing at Newlands again. It's vastly different playing here as opposed to playing in Cape Town. So we'll just reassess, reflect on what works there, and just try and implement that again.
Yeah, obviously we were a little bit disappointed with the way we played in Cape Town, but nobody was too down. T20 cricket is like that. One day you can be up, the next day you can be down. And I think Robbie P also mentioned in this comp any team can beat anyone. So there was a little bit of extra motivation to beat our neighbours because they were 3-0 up on us. So yeah, I'm glad that we could win today and do so convincingly. No, well, in the previous game, I thought it was a plum LBW, and the third umpire thought otherwise. And I did phone. Obviously, the third umpire told me, no, it's not out. So I did do a magic trick today, but I don't think anyone noticed. So you'll have to go into the footage.
You're not going to explain that to us?
So it's basically a cloth. I changed the color of the cloth.
Okay.
So if you look at the footage properly, I thought I'll try something different today. Yeah, look, when you play in Paarl, we know what the people are about. They want great vibes, and I'm a player that enjoys that as well. I thrive on that because people take their time out to come and watch. So you want to entertain, and once the people are having fun, I'm also having fun on the field. So yeah, it's 4 years in a row basically. Whenever there's been a T20 comp in this country, I've somehow ended up in Paarl, and it fits my personality perfectly. Yeah, I think that comes from the top. In any team, management, coaches. So they've also created a very relaxed environment for the guys. And yeah, I don't think I've ever felt, just how relaxed I am, in terms of wickets and things like that. There's always pressure or expectation that I'm supposed to take loads of wickets. But the way we're going about things in this comp. If there's a tough wicket to bat on, we know our batters are going to just grind it out and try get us to a decent score, and it's up to the bowlers to win the game. And then when we go to places like Pretoria and Joburg and stuff, the batters understand that, hey, listen, today might be a tough day for the bowlers, so they step up and they do the job. So, there's absolutely no pressure on me taking wickets because it's a squad effort, it's a team effort. So, yeah, getting messages from the coach in that sense as well, just to let me know, look, you're doing a great job, you're doing exactly what we're asking you to do. It helps you stay calm as a player, and you can see that reflecting within the team, Everybody's there. Whether someone has a good day or not such a good day, we know the other guys will cover for them, and then the next day that guy covers for somebody else. And I think that's the best place to be as a player, and we've got that freedom from the top. We've got very clear game plans, very clear instructions, so all we got to do is try and execute. So yeah, that's cricket, right? You'll see the best fielders drop catches, you'll see players, fielders that are not known to be great fielders drop catches. So I think that's just cricket. And if you look in the previous game, it's probably our best fielders, so we back them. Cricket, anything can happen. Nobody drops a catch on purpose, so there wasn't even any attention given to it because we know we've been doing our work. That's all you can expect from the team, to just go behind the scenes, do your work, do your planning, and on the day if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So yeah, and you can't be too down, because we're playing every second game, every second day. You play, you travel, you play, you travel. So even when we win, we don't go crazy because we know there's a big job to do, and we just move on, just stick to our process. Yeah, massively. I mean, we know that in Paarl it's a bit tougher conditions to bat in, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because this game sometimes people think if the wicket is a little bit tough for batters, it's not a great wicket. So I think sometimes we've got to let the batters earn their money as well and give the bowlers something. So yeah, if you've noticed in this comp, there's a lot of small boundaries and stuff like that. So we're always under the pump. When we come home, we shouldn't ask too many questions in press conferences.